This is a plant that's almost finished fruiting. There's odd ones on. It is about finished and it is starting to produce its runners. This is one of the large fruited ones. I can leave this and it'll produce 2 or 3 plants, but just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to just show you here. We'll just cut them off there, there, there. There's another one. These are nice little cuttings. Coming along, we'll just remove a few. Right, we'll take these because I've got some compost ready. Now the compost I've used, I've split it. So I've done 12 at this end with Clover Professional Compost and 12 at this end with John and his soil-based compost. That's a peat-based compost. This is a soil-based compost. Basically, we'll just snip those down, remove those little bottom leaves. We'll just put that into the compost a little bit like that. I actually got my grandson, he took about 400 or 500 cuttings for me a couple of years ago. He was only 6 at the time and I had 100% success. As you can see, that's a perfect little cutting. It's got the little note on the bottom. This was the actual original runner that come from it. Remove those bottom leaves. Right, what I'm going to do here, I thought I'd taken 6 off, but I've taken 7 off here. So I'm going to show you, this is the first stage. Now that's starting to produce a further runner, so I'm going to remove that. And that leaves quite large, so I'll remove that because it will dry out. So that's adequate for a cutting. Right, they're nice cuttings. The easiest way to have 100% success is to leave them on the plant, remove those bottom leaves as normal. Now I'm going to leave that runner because that will continue and it will produce more plants, and I'm going to follow down the row once it's big enough. We've got a little wire here. All it is a little florist wire. It's plastic coated. It's actually possibly a little bit large. Just cut it down. So it's about 4 or 5 inches long. Bend it in the middle, and you can see I'm just taking it over that runner and just push it into the compost like that. As that one grows, I'll pin that one down. I might miss the pot because it'll continue to grow, so we'll pin that into the next one. Here's another one. I'll put this in the second pot. Remove those bottom leaves. Small wire. And again, just above the plant, just push it in the compost. Now I've got one there, which as that grows, I'll put it into there. And as that one grows, I'll put it into there. Now, I'm only doing a little bit test here as a little experiment just to show on video. This is the John Innes, which is the soil-based. That end is the peat-based. I can tell the difference. There is a slight difference in colour. The weight of the compost is totally different. But I'm going to take a little few here and we'll do a few in each. Just exactly the same process. Just tidy the plant up. And again, we'll just put those into soil based and we'll see which root's the best and which produces the better plant. All you do is just put them into the surface, as long as they're about 1/2 inch into the soil, just to keep them in. It doesn't matter the size of the cutting, that's quite large. This is a very small one, but we'll put them next to each other. Just 1/2 inch and just lightly firm it. And again, I'm going to do a couple with the runners and the little wire. So I'm going to leave them attached to the plant. We'll check and we'll see how quickly they root up. which will be the quickest. I would imagine the one that's still attached to the plant will be the quickest to root up, and there's less chance of losing it. Just make sure it's into the compost. That will grow, and I'll pin it down again. See if I can get another one like that. Right, I'll continue on, fill the tray. I'll put a couple of rows of cut from the plants and a couple of rows of each, just, you know, still connected to the plant, and then we can see. So that's off your summer fruiting ones, which are, as I say, the ones that have been outside are not finished cropping. We're still cropping very well. The ones that I've had in the greenhouse, possibly a month earlier, not forgetting, these are a great addition. They look very nice. You'll have fruit right through. They're so sweet, as you can see. There will be lots of runners on these later on, which I'll take probably, I would think maybe September, October time, just before it gets too cold for them to root. But as you can see, they are producing, they'll produce several runners on the one long stem, as you can see by this one. If we take this runner here, you can see the runners come off. The fruit are forming from the actual plant, as we can see, and then these are all coming from the plant. But everywhere we get a leader coming off, we end up with a small plantlet, and we'll end up with fruit on there. Now this will continue to drop. It will drop as far as 5 foot even. It's even producing second runners here. So I will get fruit all the way down, and they should go on right through until October, November time, by which time I'll be starting to take these off as cuttings for next year. But I will still grow some from seed next year. So this variety, if I can find the label, I think it's Toscana. There's the label there. Yeah, Toscana. And they are grown from seed.